school fees or resign immediately. Protocols and ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, the Coalition for Transparency stands here today to expose a scandal that strikes at the heart of public trust in Nigeria's governance. Engineer Farouk Ahmed, the Chief Executive of the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority, NMDPRA, has brazenly refused to account for over $5.5 million spent on his children's elite secondary education abroad, a sum widely disproportionate to his earnings as a career civil servant. This flagrant display of opulence, funded by undisclosed sources, is an affront to millions of Nigerians struggling to survive. Ahmed's evasive silence and reliance on vague claims of integrity are not only insulting to Nigerians, but suggest a deliberate attempt to conceal corruption. The scale of Ahmed's expenditure is staggering and indefensible. His children, Faisal Farouk, Farouk Jr., Ashraf Farouk, and Fahana Farouk, attended the world's most exclusive secondary schools for 6 years. Faisal was enrolled at Montreux, Farouk Jr. at Aiglon College, both elite Swiss boarding schools, while Ashraf attended Institut de Lourdes, globally renowned as the most expensive secondary school reserved for royalty and billionaires. Fahana studied at La Garenne International School, also in Switzerland. Annual costs per child, including tuition, of between $130,000 to $150,000, and $50,000 for upkeep, flights, and expenses, totaling between $180,000 to $200,000, amounting to between $1,080,000 to $1,200,000 per child over 6 years. For 4 children, this equates to between $4,220,000 to $4,800,000, with additional millions spent on their tertiary education, including a son's recent Harvard graduation costing over $250,000 annually. These figures are incomprehensible for a public servant who has never held a job outside the federal government of Nigeria. Ahmed's lavish spending is a dagger in the heart of Nigerian struggling masses. While families crouch for scraps to buy pencils, Ahmed's children bask in institutions charging fees that dwarf the budgets of the entire Nigerian colleges. Meticulous evidence gathered through exhaustive investigations and verified by the petition to the Attorney General confirmed these outrageous payments. Yet, Ahmed hides behind a wall of silence, offering no proof of legitimate wealth, no investments, no inheritance, no side ventures, just vague deflections that insult our intelligence. This is not the behavior of an honest public servant, but the hallmark of someone with something to hide. The Nigerian people deserve transparency, not a masterclass in deception. This scandal is a litmus test for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's commitment to rooting out corruption. Ahmed's refusal to explain his wealth is a direct challenge to the nation's anti-corruption framework, and his continued leadership of the NMDPRA is an embarrassment to governance. We demand he step down immediately and submit to a thorough public investigation by the Code of Conduct Bureau, CCB, the Independent Corrupt Practices Commission, ICPC, and the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC. Let him open his books, reveal his assets, and prove his wealth is clean, or admit his guilt by resigning. His silence fuels suspicion and undermines every Nigerian's faith in our institutions. The coalition will not relent until justice is served. We call on the EFCC and its sister agencies to act with urgency, tearing down the veil of secrecy that Ahmed clings to. Anything less is a betrayal of the public trusts. The Nigerian people will no longer tolerate officials who parade obscene wealth while citizens languish in abject poverty. Ahmed's children, elite education funded by shadowy means, is a national outrage, not a private affair. We urge every Nigerian journalists, activists, and ordinary citizens to join us in demanding accountability. This is not just about one man. It's about the soul of our nation. If Ahmed cannot explain how he bankrolled millions of Swiss schools and Harvard degrees, he has no place in public office. Resign now, Engineer Ahmed, and face the consequences of your actions. The CCB, the ICPC, and the EFCC must leave no stone unturned. We will not rest until the truth is exposed, and those who plunder Nigerians' trusts are held to account. Step down now or be dragged down. Your time is up, Engineer Ahmed Farouk. Representing Obinna Francis, the convener